Call me Jack. Call me Violence Jack.
Violence Jack is an anime with a nasty reputation. Search the internet for the most violent anime ever made and you're sure to come across it countless times. In fact, it's so horrific that when Bennett the Sage, a connoisseur of trashy anime, reviewed it, he didn't give it his usual comedic treatment, and I can't say I blame him. It's kind of hard to make jokes about what happens in these, films. I, on the other hand, have no standards. So, what's so bad about Violence Jack anyway? What began as a manga by acclaimed artist Go Nagai was later adapted into this 3-episode OVA. The first of these titles, known in the West as Harlem Bomber, follows Mari, a young woman sold into sexual slavery. Yeah, so already we get a taste of what makes this series so infamous. See, this series is well known for its excessive gore, but the sexual violence is what really pushed it over the edge and made it infamous. It's depicted in an almost fetishistic manner which could easily rub some viewers the wrong way, no pun intended. Hell, the third OVA, Hell's Wind, even begins with the off-screen rape of an innocent woman who just beforehand watched her boyfriend get brutally dismembered by a chainsaw. Jesus Christ. But Evil Town, the second title, is the worst offender of them all, as it actually shows scenes of rape without cutting away or using camera angles to obscure things. It's also got scenes of cockroach eating, child murder, and cannibalism, so the fun never stops with that one. It was so bad, in fact, that some of its more explicit scenes were censored or just plain removed, even in its native country, Japan. By the way, did you know that Evil Town was directed by Ichiro Atano, who also wrote and directed Angel Cop? Classy guy. But anyway, Manga Entertainment was kind enough to import this filth for the English-speaking world, and they cut out even more stuff. And as for their English dub, well...
God damn it! Where the hell is Jack? Fuck them chicken shit! Fuck it! Shit! Fucking shit! Holy shit, the bastard's here!
And really, what more needs to be said? So, what's it all about? Well, a series of devastating natural disasters separates the Kanto region from the rest of Japan, turning it into a barren wasteland. Beyond that, the individual stories are pretty flimsy. They're basically excuses for one-dimensional bad guys to do horrible things to innocent people. The one unifying factor is Jack himself, a giant of a man who always shows up just too late to actually prevent the suffering, but just in time to avenge the victims. He barely speaks and has no personality to speak of, which also doesn't help. However, I do recommend the first story arc of the manga, and Jack isn't even in it. Instead, it focuses on a sheltered boy who's forced to mature during a series of devastating natural disasters. He braves citywide infernos, street gangs, and falling skyscrapers on a quest to find his sister. Of course, the manga has never been officially translated into English, but it's easy enough to find fan-made translations or scanlations online. Not that I'd ever encourage that. Now, as for the OVAs, Hell's Wind is my pick. Spoilers ahead, by the way. Not only is it the best looking, but I found it kind of cathartic when June, a woman brutalized by the Hell's Wind gang, finally gets her revenge against dozens of its members before they retreat. It's just too bad that she quickly gets into trouble again and Jack has to step in. Oh well, that's the biggest problem I have with this series. Sometimes it looks like there's actual character development going on, then Jack shows up and kills all the things. Though admittedly he does so in pretty entertaining ways, like this. Ugh. Always wear a helmet, kids. So anyway, should you watch Violence Jack? Well, if you enjoy trashy, ultra-violent anime with cheesy voice acting, I know I do, then you'll probably be entertained. But if you're after a compelling story or some actual characters, you should definitely look elsewhere.